Trying to constantly figure out the algorithm is freaking exhausting. The truth is, your energy and your authenticity are the algorithm. So you don't need to try to figure it out. You don't need to post a million times a day to be seen and grow your audience. And you don't need to overextend your energy. I actually recently saw someone on TikTok literally yesterday say that if you want to grow fast on TikTok, you need to post 20 videos a day. And I literally was like, what? First of all, who has time for that? Second of all, absolutely no fucking thank you. Now, don't get me wrong. I will preach all day long that obviously you need to show up. You need to be consistent, put yourself out there. Yes. But 20 times a day or posting multiple times a day in all places, that just gets super freaking exhausting. So the key is really just to be intentional, to be authentic, and to let your energy and identity lead. If you are new to me, hello, my name is Stephanie Sage. I'm a spiritual mentor and visibility coach. And if you resonate with what I share, make sure you hit the subscribe button, follow along so that you don't miss when new videos come out. And if you want to work with me or learn more about all the things that I offer, head to the description box below where I will share all of that information with you. All right, let's get into it. So I've been showing up on social media and have been very into social media marketing in a soul-aligned way for a very long time. And the landscape has changed a lot over the years. And what I've noticed in the recent years is that it seems that a lot of people are under this impression that you need to do more, post more, show up in all the places all the time in order to be seen. And that just gets exhausting and burns you the F out. So I have always personally believed that our energy is the algorithm, and I have grown an amazing community with 30,000 women from that belief, along with being intentional and being consistent showing up. But the core of it is the authenticity and energy that comes from you is what's ultimately going to be magnetic. So when you're constantly chasing the algorithm, it's going to burn you out and you're going to end up oftentimes operating from this place of, I need to do more to get something, or overthinking your messaging, or overthinking the perfect hooks and all the strategies and this, that, and the other. So what I want to support you with reframing is your relationship with showing up and invite you to take on the belief that my energy is the algorithm. When I'm being my authentic self, along with being intentional and speaking to the people that I'm speaking to, they're going to find me. The right people are always going to come across my content. The right people are going to find me. The right people are going to sign up for my offers. The right people are going to vibe with me. Anyone who doesn't, awesome, they're not for me. So with that embodied knowing, it supports you with how you're showing up, with the type of content you're putting out, and so on. That is how it has been for me, and this is what I continue to embody and practice. Now, if you know me, you also know that I do love nerding out on strategy and finding and experimenting with different things to grow my audience and even to grow on YouTube, which is something that I'm working towards right now. However, at the end of the day, I always come back to that reminder and that knowing that my energy is the algorithm. If I'm talking about something that I love talking about, and if I'm just being me and really connecting with the human on the other side of the screen, there's an energetic connection that happens, and that will lead to people building trust with you. So let go of chasing the algorithm and instead focus on who you are being, the identity that you are embodying when you show up. Something I see happen all the time with people is that they overthink what they're posting, or they think that they need to perform, or they unconsciously perform. I've definitely been there. And it really just gets exhausting because you're being someone that's not actually who you truly are. So what actually helps you get in front of more people and attract amazing dream clients? Let's dive into that a little bit, and I'll give you some things that you can implement and start to practice in your own content and with how you're showing up in the world. So there are 3 components to attracting your amazing dream clients and getting in front of the people that are meant for your work. And those things are knowing who you are serving, the type of people who you're serving. So oftentimes they're a lot like you. So for me, when I first started my community, I knew I wanted to bring spiritual boss babes together. And that's what I started. And they all came because I was speaking directly to them. So knowing who you're serving. The second thing is knowing how you can support them, or what you want to support them with, or what you love talking about. So for me, when I started my community at that time, I was talking about how to shift your mindset and, overcome any limitations that were holding you back from manifesting your dreams and growing your business. And my message has evolved over the years, but essentially I knew how I could support them. So know who you're serving, know how you can support them, or what you love talking about, and invite them in different ways to connect with you. You can invite people to connect with you or join your offers or your free things by inviting them into the DMs, inviting them to comment, inviting them to a free thing that you have going on that's going to really showcase your expertise, inviting them to engage in your content in some way, inviting them to watch a long form piece of content of yours, inviting them to book a call with you, inviting them in any shape, any way, shape, or form, inviting them. Know who you're serving, know how you can help them, and invite them to things. That is how you're going to attract dream clients. It really can be that simple. And all attracting dream clients is building relationships, talking to the people that you're serving as if you're talking to one person, being your authentic self, being excited about what you're offering, connecting, inviting, and delivering amazing transformations for your people. Now, you've probably already started doing this, and maybe you want to step that up even more, attract more people to your stuff, attract more eyes on your content, attract more people into your audience. And when I started doing this, I didn't know exactly what I was doing, but I envisioned myself as the me who already was serving tens of thousands of people. And this is like a key part that a lot of people don't talk about, because they're always talking about the strategies and the perfect hooks and this and that and the other. But what about embodying the you who already is serving thousands, millions of people? That is fucking magnetic. And that is going to support the actions that you're taking, the way that you're showing up, and so much more. That is exactly what I did when I first started growing my community. I was like, you know what? I don't care that there's only, 100 people in my audience when there was. I'm going to show up and I'm going to speak as if there are tens of thousands of people here. I'm going to I'm going to shout off the rooftops to whoever will listen, and know that the people who are meant to hear my message will be gravitated to me. They will find me some way, somehow. And it's that embodied belief and knowing that has helped me continue to show up and continue to refine my message and build the confidence to be doing what I'm doing today. Because there was a time, even for me, where I was not confident. I was super nervous to go on video, all the things, and that has evolved over my time. So going back to what I was saying, your energy and authenticity are the algorithm, and attracting clients comes down to 3 simple things, okay? Don't make it complicated, but you do need to continue showing up, inviting people, and sharing your message as authentically as you can. Because a lot of times people say, oh, I don't think I'm clear enough, or there's all these people online telling you you're not clear enough. Don't even get me started on that. But what's really happening is you haven't fully owned your voice. I personally believe that clarity comes from consistent action, and confidence comes from clarity. It's not that you're not clear. It's just that perhaps you haven't fully owned your voice, or, you're going into these stories of doubt or second guessing. You know who you are. You know what you love talking about, and you know what you love supporting people with. So just fucking own that. Just own it and share it as authentically as you can. And the more you do that, the better you'll get, the more clear you will get. The more I showed up and shared my message, the more clear I got. The clarity didn't come first. And I think a lot of people think that that's what has to happen. Oh, I need to be more clear before I do this. Like, no, do it messy, do it authentically, and the clarity will start to shape itself and solidify and become even more crystal clear. So I want to leave you with this. The embodiment shift that's going to amplify your reach and help you get in front of more people is embodying the energy and the identity of, my work is off the hook amazing, what I have to say matters, business is booming, people get the most amazing results from working with me, from consuming my content, they love it, they can't get enough of it, and their lives are changed because of it. Embodying that energy and that identity is going to catapult you in ways beyond your wildest imagination, and it is a practice and a moment by moment choice. So I want you to think, who am I being? How does the me whose business is already booming, how does she show up? If I knew no matter what, the perfect people would find me, the perfect people would join my offers, the perfect people would see my content, what would I share? What would I create? What would I offer? Where would I show up? What kind of content would I be creating? What would I want to talk about? Get into that energy and start to journal on some of this as well, because it will really help you just take things to another level. And last but not least, actually, I do want to say this. Tune out all of the noise that doesn't feel good for you. If you have been on this path for a while, putting yourself out there, growing your business, serving people, and you get distracted by the noise of all these different people telling you, do it this way, you need to do it this way, this is the only way. Like, just tune out all of that noise and tune into your own inner wisdom and your intuition. Because the truth is, there are a million ways to grow online, to attract clients, to build your business, all these things. There's a million ways to do that. And there's a lot of ways that work, right? But the ways that feel good for you are the way that it's going to work for you. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And if there are people that you follow or that have come into your realm that when you consume their stuff, it just makes you second guess yourself, unfollow them or mute them. Do yourself that favor because it's going to end up watering down your message or causing you to second guess. I've been there, done that. So I'm speaking from experience. And just remember that you already know your freaking shit. You know your shit. You know that what you're amazing at. You know what you love supporting people with. You know what you can't shut up about. You know what you can't stop learning and developing your skills with. Like, just own all of that. And remember that your energy is the algorithm, and you can truly apply manifestation principles to your business that defy logic. So I'm going to leave it here with that. And if you would love to dive deeper with me in any capacity, I will leave all of that information in the description box. Would love to connect with you and support you further on your journey. All right, see you in the next one.